And he says the work he's doing on himself will help him fulfill a lifelong dream. And you write a lot about you want to be a husband one day. You have a rather famous relationship coach.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Michelle Obama. She has definitely helped talk me through just certain moments of relationships. We had conversations, and she has given me a lot of wisdom. But one great thing that she told me as I was going through this journey was that you have to understand you're not going to get anybody that's perfect because you're not perfect. So understand that there's some certain things that you will compromise in choosing that partner. But as long as the core values, the values that are most important to you, that person, marks off on that list, then you good.
She gave you some good advice there.
That's good wisdom.
She does some really good wisdom there.
I'm enjoying it. I'm not gonna put nothing extra on it. If he wanna marry me, he can get me an apartment building.
Oh, okay. That would be, you don't want a ring, you want an apartment complex.
I'd give me a duplex, an eightplex or something. The homegirl be like, where your ring? I thought you was engaged. Where your ring? Where your carrots? Carrots. Girl, please, I got units. Knock it off.
You ever wake up and feel like the internet is trying to tell you something before your morning coffee even hits? Because that's exactly what happened today, when the streets started buzzing with whispers that Common might have been stepping out on Jennifer Hudson. And the person snickering the loudest isn't a random fan, a blogger, or some gossip page. Nope. It's Tiffany Haddish, sitting back like she's been waiting for this exact moment since the day Common packed his bags and left her for J. Hud in the first place. And listen, you don't even have to squint to see the satisfaction creeping across her face.
We both have professions. Well, I think once Tiffany and I got back on the move, it really didn't allow for us to spend as much time and put as much energy into our relationship. I don't think the love really dispersed. I just think it was just like we weren't feeding the relationship. And as you said, neither one of us is gonna stop. Like we both care about our crafts and what we do. And we care about love too and partnership, but I think, the energy that has been put into our careers and continuing to want to do the things that we do for ourselves and for the people, it's like, it was hard for me to balance all of that and keep the relationship.
Every time Jennifer shows up looking a little stressed, a little tense, a little something ain't right, Tiffany is right there online dropping shade so slick you only catch it if you blink twice. It's like she's in the audience with popcorn, ready for the show she always knew was coming. But let's slow down and rewind, because this whole thing didn't just pop out of nowhere.
Now we gotta get down to business, Mr. Common. I'm a host, and so I have to ask you this question, because everybody always wanna know this. Are you dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Jenny Jen still kicking it. That's part one. And part two is, do you ever see yourself married one day?
So as far as Jenny Jen.
Jenny Jen.
Jenny Jen.
I love Jenny.
Absolutely, we are together, and I just appreciate her as a partner, as a woman, as an artist, as a human being. She's a special individual, man, it's just I'm just grateful for it. I thank God, and yes, we are good. Marriage is something that if I were to get married, then Jennifer is the person.
Oh, she the prototype?
She is but she's not only the prototype, she is the person.
Yeah.
But that being said, it's one of those things where I'm like always looking at my life and saying, okay, because that's a strong choice to make, And,
Absolutely. Not to be taken lightly.
Everybody and their cousin knew Jennifer walked into this relationship thinking she had finally found herself a calm, grown, emotionally evolved man. One who had supposedly done the therapy, found his inner peace, and left his commitment issues back in the early 2000s. Meanwhile, people who've known Common a little longer were waving red flags like they were signaling planes at an airport runway. And now, those warnings look like prophecy.
We'll talk about the other T a little later.
Yeah.
What?
You not got it?
Before we get cut off, and you motherfuckers brought the T.
I'm gonna do what's good for me and the lady. You know, right now all I want is happiness, good times, peace on earth.
Because the rumor spinning through every comment section is that Common has already been spotted with a brand new woman. Someone he's apparently real comfortable parading around like he doesn't have a whole superstar girlfriend at home. And Jennifer's reaction? Whew. She's been stepping out looking like she's trying to hold it together. Like any minute she might just snap and start airing out every detail. You can practically feel the anxiety radiating off her in pictures lately, like she's living inside her own personal season of love and hip-hop, Grammy edition. And just when you think, dang, poor Jennifer, here comes Tiffany Haddish with a smirk that says, well, 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 look how the turntables turn. Because let's be honest, Tiffany has never truly healed from that breakup. Forget moving on, forget peace, forget closure. She might have said the polite lines in interviews, but her energy told the real story. Every time Common's name came up, her eyebrow twitched just a little. Every time Jennifer got praised for her new romance, that smile had a sharp edge to it. So now that Common is back causing chaos, Tiffany is treating it like a spiritual victory. She's been dropping those passive-aggressive comments, those sly little reactions, those I'm not saying nothing but I'm saying everything moments, and fans are catching all of it. But here's the twist. Not everybody thinks Tiffany is just sitting there for entertainment. Some people swear she's plotting this like a chess game, like she's waiting for Jennifer to slip, for Common to mess up, for the timing to be perfect. And then she's gonna swoop in like, remember me? Not because she wants forever, but because she wants the satisfaction of closing a circle she never got to close, a gotcha moment, a full circle flex. And honestly, if you know Tiffany's history with Common, that theory don't sound too far-fetched. Because when they first got together, she was all in. Emotionally, publicly, dramatically. She loved loud, she bragged loud, she wanted the world to know that man was hers. During the pandemic, she was going live with celebrities and just so accidentally letting the camera slide over to Common sitting in the background, minding his business like a hostage who didn't want to be on camera. She was giving not-so-subtle girlfriend energy, while he stayed cool, distant, and almost too calm. Tiffany wanted romance, effort, intent. She dreamed of hot air balloons and cute dates and real grown folk gestures. And Common? He hit her with the ultimate bare minimum move, flowers on her birthday. That's it. No plans, no surprise, no, I love you, let's build something. Just flowers. Meanwhile, she was out here wishing for an apartment deed as a romantic gesture, like she was ready to build generational wealth while he was still stuck in let's see where this goes mode. And that was the beginning of the unraveling. Because when they split a couple months later, Tiffany tried to play it cool, but the shade slipped out anyway. She dropped hints. She made comments. She said things that made fans stop and go, hold on. Is she implying what we think she's implying? And the biggest clue of all, she made it clear the breakup wasn't mutual. She said he came to her talking about the relationship running its course, and she just had to swallow it. So the idea that Jennifer might have been in the picture before the breakup, that speculation didn't come out of thin air. Tiffany's reactions over the years make a whole lot more sense in hindsight. And now, here we are. The cycle repeating itself, just with a new woman at the center. Jennifer's sitting there trying to figure out where things went left, while Tiffany watches like she's deja vuing in HD and the internet is eating it up because it's the same story Common has played out with nearly every woman he's dated. Things seem perfect, he's saying all the right words, talking stability, hinting at marriage, and then suddenly he ghosts emotionally, detaches quietly, and moves on swiftly. It's like clockwork. So now the biggest questions are the juiciest ones. What really happened behind the scenes? Who is this new woman he's allegedly running around with? Why is Jennifer suddenly trying to keep her emotions under control in public? And is Tiffany dripping shade because she's enjoying the drama, or because she feels like she finally got proof of what she tried to warn people about years ago? One thing's for sure, this whole situation is a tornado, and we're right at the beginning of it. And if Common really did step out, the fallout is about to get messy. If you thought the first round of drama was wild, wait until you hear what's bubbling underneath this mess. Because the deeper you go into Common's history, the more you realize Jennifer Hudson walked straight into a storyline that's been repeating itself for decades. And the craziest part? Tiffany Haddish has been hinting about this pattern long before anybody believed her. See? The internet loves to pretend Common is some soft-spoken poet who burns incense, journals his feelings, and gives emotionally mature advice like he's everyone's spiritual big brother. But behind that image is a long, long trail of women who walked away looking heartbroken, blindsided, or flat out confused about what went wrong. The pattern is consistent. He comes in smooth, says all the right things, acts present, praises you in interviews, and then when real commitment shows up at the door, he slips out the back like it was never that deep. And Jennifer? Bless her heart. She stepped right into that cycle thinking she was the exception. But let's track it from the beginning, because this isn't new. Every woman Common has dated has wound up telling some version of the same story. He's charming, he's supportive, he's fun, he's thoughtful, until he isn't. Take it all the way back to Erykah Badu. Their relationship started like a dream. Two artists in their prime, both spiritually connected, both creative powerhouses. For a while, they seemed perfectly matched. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, the breakup hits. And Common plays it like he's the wounded one, like he was blindsided by her feelings for someone else. His version of events? Erykah called him while he was on tour and ended it abruptly. He crafted this heartbreaking image of himself as the guy who got dumped over the phone by the woman he loved. Except, years later, Erykah hinted that trust wasn't exactly his strong suit back then. She implied infidelity was in the mix, that he had wandering eyes, and that his heartbreak story wasn't so cut and dry. She said men like him have a need to chase. And when she said that, people started connecting dots that had been sitting there for years. And that's where the cycle begins. Next up, Serena Williams, beautiful, powerful, a champion, someone who doesn't take nonsense from anyone. And guess what? Even she left the relationship saying he had communication problems and wasn't fully available. Serena Williams, a woman with the confidence of 1,000 people, walked away because he couldn't show up consistently. Taraji P. Henson comes after that, another powerhouse woman, someone who knows her worth inside and out. Their relationship fizzled because he didn't step up the way she needed. And Taraji doesn't settle for maybe. She's the definition of if you won't, someone else will. And still, same pattern. Angela Rye, same storyline. She publicly said that they broke up because they weren't aligned on family and commitment. She wanted something long-term, something stable, something with intention and common. He said he loved her, but his actions didn't match the energy she needed. And she's the kind of woman who can't afford to waste time. Every time it's the same. He says the right things, but when it comes time to choose the woman, build the future, and take it beyond vibes and chemistry, he taps out. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly, softly. Like he's trying not to be the villain, but still ends up in the villain role anyway. So when Jennifer Hudson came along, a Grammy winner, an Oscar winner, a powerful vocalist who survived more loss and trauma than most people experience in 10 lifetimes, fans were hopeful but cautious. Because if there's any woman who deserves stability, security, and loyalty, it's Jennifer. But now, the rumors swirling around her relationship with Common look painfully familiar. People have been whispering for months that he was getting distant, that his energy changed, the interviews slowed down, he wasn't posting her as much, and he seemed distracted when they were spotted out together. And to make things even messier, the storyline got tangled from the very beginning because Tiffany Haddish never truly believed Jennifer came into this relationship clean. Tiffany had been dropping little comments for years, little sideways jabs, tiny bits of bitterness that seemed random at first, until the cheating rumors started flying and everything she ever said snapped into clarity. And the moment a fan asked her about the earrings the fan gifted Common for Tiffany, Tiffany didn't hesitate. She said he never passed them on, and implied Jennifer got them instead. That wasn't a joke, not from her. That was a breadcrumb. Because Tiffany moved like someone who already suspected something. And now that things between Common and J. Hud look rocky, she's sitting back like the universe just sent her a personalized apology letter. But here's the part that people don't talk about enough. Tiffany Haddish wasn't the only ex watching Jennifer walk into the same trap. A lot of Common's former partners have quietly liked shady posts, reposted cryptic quotes, or taken subtle digs whenever his relationship drama pops online. The pattern is so obvious that even people who never dated him can see it from space. And Jennifer? She was the one people were rooting for. She deserved a different ending after everything she's been through. Remember, she didn't just experience heartbreak. She lived through one of the darkest tragedies imaginable. Losing her mom, her brother, and her nephew all at once left scars that nobody can fully understand. After that tragedy, she needed someone steady, someone loyal, someone who wouldn't shake her world again. David Otunga stepped up in many ways, but their breakup turned messy, painful, and full of accusations that still linger in the background. She didn't need another man with a history of emotional inconsistency. But Common came in smooth, polished, healed looking, and Jennifer let herself hope again. And that's what makes this whole situation hit different. Because this time, it's not just another couple going through rumors. Jennifer has been through too much real-life pain for people to watch her get played and not react. You can see it in the way fans talk about her. They're protective. They're angry. They feel like she deserved someone who wasn't going to embarrass her or make her relive old wounds. And now, with whispers of Common stepping out, being seen with someone new, and possibly repeating the same cycle again, the internet is holding its breath wondering how Jennifer will respond. Meanwhile, Tiffany is over there connecting dots like she's solving a crime scene. In her mind, this isn't a scandal. It's karma. It's the universe spinning the block. It's the kind of full circle moment that makes an ex say, "See, I wasn't crazy. I knew what I felt." But here's the messy twist. Some people think Tiffany doesn't just want vindication. They think she wants another chance. They think she's watching Jennifer slip not because she wants Jennifer hurt, but because she sees the door cracking open for her to slide right back in. Would that be chaotic? Absolutely. Would that be wild? Completely. But would it be the most on-brand plot twist in this entire saga? 100%. And judging by the way Common moves, he might just entertain it for a little while until the cycle repeats. Because at the end of the day, if there's one thing that has stayed consistent throughout his entire relationship history, it's that no matter how good the woman is, how accomplished, how emotionally available, how loving, Common always circles back to himself. And right now, Jennifer Hudson is learning that lesson the hard way. By the time we reach this point in the story, the pattern surrounding Common, Jennifer Hudson, and Tiffany Haddish is starting to look less like a coincidence and more like a full-blown saga, the kind that Hollywood couldn't script better if they tried. Because what's happening right now, it's the perfect storm of old wounds, new drama, and decades of relationship patterns finally crashing into each other at the exact same time. People keep asking how Jennifer could have missed the red flags, but the truth is, men like Common don't reveal their chaos up front. They're gentle, they're thoughtful, they're emotionally articulate. They say beautiful things, read you poetry, talk about healing, talk about growth, talk about connection. They create this illusion of maturity that makes you feel safe until that moment when it isn't safe anymore. Not Jennifer walked into this relationship believing she was finally partnering with someone emotionally grounded, someone who understood loss, someone who'd been through the fire and came out wise, and Common sold that image hard, especially in interviews. He spoke about her like she was the one, like he found someone who balanced him, challenged him, and matched his energy. He painted their relationship like a soulful love story with longevity, legacy, and family written all over it. But now that everything is unraveling, people are starting to realize something. Common has a gift for romantic narratives, not necessarily romantic follow-through. While Jennifer was showing up fully, wholeheartedly, stepping into the relationship with optimism and trust, Common was allegedly out here entertaining someone new behind the scenes. And not quietly either. The whispers say he's been comfortable enough to move around publicly, smiling, relaxed, unbothered, like a man with no loose ends. Meanwhile, Jennifer has been showing up in public with a look that tells you more than any interview could. Tight smile, distant eyes, that kind of holding it together energy you only see when someone's trying not to let a heartbreak embarrass them in real time. And that's the part that stings, because if there's anyone who deserved to feel chosen, fully, loudly, without hesitation, it was her. But here comes the twist that makes this entire situation even more explosive. Tiffany Haddish is acting like she's been waiting for this exact chapter to unfold. From the outside looking in, Tiffany's reactions seem petty, messy, and bitter. But when you zoom in on the history, you realize she's responding like a woman who already lived the same storyline Jennifer is going through right now. The disappointment, the false promises, the gestures that looked romantic but didn't mean much, the emotional distance he disguised as being busy, the slow drift that leaves you confused instead of angry. Tiffany experienced that already. She knows the template. She knows how he operates. And for years, she tried to tell people in her own indirect, comedic, half-joking, half-meaning it way nobody listened. They called her pressed, jealous, dramatic, all while Common was over there soft-launching Jennifer like he hadn't left Tiffany feeling discarded. So when this cheating scandal hit the surface, of course Tiffany raised an eyebrow. Of course she threw shade. Of course she used humor as a weapon. She's been waiting for folks to see what she saw. But here's the part nobody wants to talk about. Tiffany isn't the only one side-eyeing this situation. A lot of Common's exes have said, "Oh, this again," without even needing to speak it out loud, because if a man can rewrite the story with every breakup, painting himself as the wounded one, the misunderstood one, the heartbroken one. Sooner or later, the women he left behind start recognizing the script. And right now, Jennifer might be realizing she's in the same chapter Tiffany, Erica, Serena, Taraji, Angela, and others once lived through. But this isn't just about Tiffany laughing from the sidelines. This isn't just about Jennifer looking blindsided. This isn't just about Common repeating history. This is about what comes next. Because if there's one thing Jennifer Hudson has proven over and over, it's that she doesn't crumble. She rebuilds. She transforms. She rises. Every major tragedy she's endured has only made her stronger. And this, compared to what she's survived, this is just turbulence, not destruction. But don't get it twisted. Even the strongest woman can bleed from disappointment. The whispers about Common's new woman are only getting louder. People claim they've spotted him out acting like a man who's way too comfortable for somebody who should still be happily committed. They're saying he's moving with the same energy he always moves with. The confident, I'll land on my feet mentality of someone who never pays for emotional messiness because the public never holds him accountable. And that's the real danger of men who know how to talk beautifully. Their mess gets overlooked until it hits somebody the public truly cares about. Jennifer is the one who shifts the narrative. Jennifer is the one who makes people rethink the nice guy image. Jennifer is the one who makes the mess visible. And now, Tiffany Haddish is simply the echo chamber amplifying what's been there the whole time. But here's the wild card twist nobody saw coming. There are whispers that Jennifer might not be planning to just walk away quietly. People close to her say she's weighing her options. Not to hold on to the relationship, but to get clarity, to reclaim her dignity, or even to put some distance between herself and the narrative that Common keeps ending relationships the same tired way. Word on the curb is that Jennifer might be gearing up to serve her own version of the truth. And when Jennifer Hudson speaks, she doesn't need Twitter fingers or shady posts. She uses her presence. She uses her platform. She uses her voice. And Common, he's in that dangerous position where everything he does next will either confirm the rumors or make him look even worse. On one side, Tiffany is hyping the drama like it's her personal Super Bowl. On the other, fans are begging Jennifer to walk away before she becomes another name in the heartbreak timeline. And in the middle, Common is smiling in photos like none of this applies to him, but the tide is turning. The whispers are growing, the receipts are piling, and the internet loves a downfall when it comes wrapped in poetic irony. Because if Tiffany Haddish really believes karma is spinning the block, it just might be pulling up faster than anyone expected. And trust me, if this story is already this messy on the surface, the next chapter is going to be explosive. If you're ready for the updates when the fireworks hit like, drop a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.